We think we know the moon. It's always been there, hanging in our night sky, shaping tides, guiding calendars. But the truth is, scientists have no idea how the moon actually formed. The leading theory says it was born from a colossal collision, but even that has gaps that they can't fill. And in 1969, something happened that made the moon stranger than ever. During the Apollo 12 mission, NASA astronauts deliberately crashed part of their spacecraft into the moon's surface. The sensors left behind recorded something that no one expected. The moon rang, just like a bell. Not for seconds, not for minutes, but for over 55 minutes straight. And 2 years later, it happened again. This time, the vibration lasted more than 3 hours. We are not here to prove, nor to disprove. We only want to dig deep and find the truth for those who wonder. In November 1969, Apollo's ascent stage slammed into the moon at nearly 6,000 kilometers per hour. Instead of a quick thud like a rod should make, seismic sensors picked up long, sustained vibrations. NASA's Maurice Ewing famously said,
"It rang like a bell from rim to core."
Think about what that means. A solid body absorbs and dampens energy quickly. A hollow or rigid shell allows energy to travel further and last longer. The moon didn't behave like a dense, solid sphere. It acted like an empty, ringing chamber.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour.
When Apollo 13's booster hit in 1971, the effect was even more extreme. 3 hours, 20 minutes of seismic ringing. And NASA's official explanation? The moon's dry, rigid, fractured crust allows seismic waves to travel far more efficiently than Earth's water-rich crust. But outside of the official circles, that ringing became the foundation of something much stranger.
Okay, here we go, a big one. Off the ground, about 4. There we go. Good.
In 1970, Soviet scientists Mikhail Vazin and Alexander Shcherbakov published a paper titled, "Is the Moon the Creation of Intelligence?" They suggested that the moon might be an artificial satellite built by an unknown civilization and placed in orbit around Earth. Why would they think something so controversial? Well, the moon's orbit is almost perfectly circular, rare for a moon of its size. Its distance and size allow for perfect solar eclipses. A cosmic coincidence, so exact that it borders on suspicious. Its density is far lower than expected, and of course, it rings like a bell. At some point, you would have to think, how are so many coincidences even possible? They proposed the moon could be a hollowed out world with a metallic shell under its rocky surface. Here's where the things get stranger. Modern measurements reveal low density. The moon is about 60% the density of Earth. Then there is the unusual elements. Its surface contains unexpected amounts of titanium, chromium, and zirconium. These are all metals that are rare on Earth, but excellent for strength and heat resistance. Then there's the magnetic mystery. It has traces of magnetism, but no molten core to generate it. How is that even possible? The seismic activity. It experiences moonquakes, but these don't behave like quakes on Earth. And how would you explain the age paradox? Some moon rocks are older than the oldest rocks found on Earth by hundreds of millions of years. And its orbit tidally locked. We always see the same face, the perfect fit. Its size and its distance allow it to cover the sun exactly during an eclipse, something no other large moon does so perfectly. Some call this coincidence, others see fingerprints. Now, just let us think for a minute. If the moon really is artificial, what could it be? Some theories suggest a reconnaissance station watching Earth, a colony ship long abandoned, or a cosmic stabilizer ensuring life on Earth stays possible. And the book Who Built the Moon argue that the moon is too mathematically perfect to be natural, almost like a machine designed for balance. Is this science or poetic imagination? Mainstream scientists lean on the giant impact hypothesis. 4.5 billion years ago, a Mars-sized planet, Theia, collided with Earth. The debris formed the moon. This explains its composition and lack of core, mostly. But there are still problems. The chemical signatures of Earth and Moon are too similar, almost identical, which shouldn't happen if they formed separately. And no one can fully explain why its orbit is so stable and unique. Scientists have studied the moon for decades and have answered some questions, but there are others left untouched. For decades, fiction has imagined the moon as something more. From 2001, A Space Odyssey, to Transformers. The idea persists that it hides secrets. But here's the real twist. It's not just movies. Public trust in institutions has eroded. People remember leaders lying about wars, agencies hiding data, moments when the official story turned out false. This creates what some call the Matrix feeling, the sense that reality is managed, filtered, and even manufactured. If that's the case, what better symbol of hidden control than the moon itself? If the moon is really hollow, we might need to rewrite human history and our understanding of the universe. If it's not, then why do we keep looking for cracks in the official story? Why do we search for hidden meanings? Is it just human curiosity or survival instinct? Maybe it's something deeper, a need to feel that there's more, that our lives are part of a greater hidden design. Think about it. Every ancient civilization looked to the moon for guidance. It was a calendar, compass, a spiritual symbol. But what if it's not just a rock floating in space? What if it's a construct? And if the moon really is artificial, who put it there? Why does it fit so perfectly in our sky, matching the sun during the eclipses with impossible precision? Is that pure coincidence or the work of intelligence? Some scientists have called its orbit too perfect, as if it was placed there deliberately. Others point to its strange density, its unusual composition, and of course, that moment when it rang like a bell. We are not here to prove, nor to disprove. We are here to dig deep and follow the trail, wherever it leads, for those who wonder. Thanks for watching.